Yeah, so I'm coming at you with something. I just want to say, first of all, had I listened to myself when I was younger, I highly doubt that a lot of the things that I experience now I would have experienced. But because my teenage years, I thought I knew best, even better than I know myself. I didn't realize I was wrong. And one thing that I have learned is that just because one person tells you a negative thing about yourself doesn't mean that everyone else believes that. And yeah, okay, fine, you can find three people who think that. But truth be told, you can find 30 more people who don't. Like, for example, your mom could be like, especially my mom, she was hilarious. My mom called me lazy, funnily enough. And as I grew, I was told I was hardworking. And so it's like, what am I, lazy or hardworking? And these are all these things are contradictions to each other, you see? And so like as I've grown, I've realized that I really it would have done me a great deal of good to not listen. Not to listen. The only time it would have been a good thing to listen is if it's detrimental to your health and detrimental to the type of relationship you want to build. For example, if you have a best friend and you've been talking behind her back and now she's saying that you're a betrayer and you really like that best friend, maybe then it's detrimental to try and mend that relationship by changing yourself. Things like that. But yeah, just because one person tells you that you're not good enough or that you're not this or that you're that or you're that, that's negative doesn't mean it's true. It does not mean it's true. And you could have 5 different people in the same room talking to you all at the same time. And those 5 different people can have 5 different perspectives about you. You have to consider that. Just because one person said you're ugly, you're fat, you're skinny, you're this, you're that, doesn't mean the next person doesn't think you're beautiful. And you see this a lot with, like, for example, if you're a girl and you have a boyfriend, or you're a boy and you have a girlfriend, and they say you're cool, you're cute, you're hot, and you don't believe it because some random person, your brother or your sister or whatever, has told you that you're ugly, or someone has made you feel like you're not good enough. It's just not simply true. It's just not simply true. Yeah, there are certain things, sometimes you could be a little rude. Sometimes you could have that arrested bitch face. But doesn't matter what they think. Truth is, what do you think about yourself? This is something I'm starting to realize. What do you think about yourself? Not what do they think about yourself, because people are always going to think. People are always going to think. Your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your uncles, your aunts, your friends, even that stranger that you crossed on the street is always going to think something of you. Question is, what do you think of yourself? That is the most important thing. What do you think of yourself? And once you've got that, and you listen to that positive, I'm not saying no negatives, okay? You listen to that positive self. And if it is negative and you're willing to change it, then you're going upwards and onwards. You're getting to a higher place. Like, for example, the negative thing I tell myself is, you really ought to stop eating sweets. I love sweets though. Or else you'll have rotten teeth, That's logical. That is logical. So I stopped eating sweets. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't completely stopped. I'm addicted, but I stop as much as I can to make a change so that I don't lose these beautiful sets of teeth. Yellow as heck though. But yeah, that's like, you have to listen to yourself. You have to tell yourself, what am I? Who am I? Whose am I? Because that's the most important thing. Not what do they think of me? Who do they think I am? Do they like me? Because truth be told, even if for every 5 person that dislikes you, there are 10 people that like you, even if that's true, none of those people know how you feel on the inside. None of those people know the type of burdens you have when you go home. None of those people know what makes you cry, what makes you smile, and what makes you wish death upon yourself. None of them know anything about you that is on the inside. Only you know what is on the inside. So next time someone tells you you're ugly, you're fat, you're skinny, anything that you can't change, say, look, at the end of the day, that's what you think of me. But there are 7 billion people in this world, and your opinion, my friend, is 0.00000000000000000 that many 1% of that opinion. Okay, you're not even worth 1% of an opinion. Your opinion doesn't count. Practically, your opinion does not count, because there's no way I can do anything. Anyways, that's probably too long to say, but forget the haters. Forget those people that make you feel worthless. Forget them. Because at the end of the day, they feel worthless about themselves, so they have to make you feel worthless. And that ain't fair. So protect yourself and ask yourself who you are. Tell yourself who you are and live by that truth. That's all I gotta say.